What's up, guys? Back for another video. Just wanted to share with you an update about ways to make money in crypto. But first off, as usual, please make sure to like, subscribe, and join my Telegram group, right? As I do share some daily insights on data. And I will be sharing as well in terms of my strategy on how I am invested in the crypto space, right? On some of the methods. As you all know, there are a few ways in the crypto space, right, to make money. The first strategy is always the buy and hold strategy, right? We of course implies you to purchase the top cap coins, right? So the first strategy that I want to share, which is very well known for people, is the buy and hold strategy, right? Buying and holding long-term projects for the potential long-term growth. It is very important, right? For your gains, right? So as for example, if you're purchasing prodigy good projects. So the first method of making money in the crypto space, as we all know, it is buying and hold, right? Of course, this applies to everybody and is a no-brainer. So things that you can do is just make sure to spot on to the good projects, right? I would advise some of the top 50 coins for the new beginners, right? And looking at the projects from this timeline, right? At the end of the day, if you were to buy and hold the bigger projects, right, after doing your research, right, not financial advice, of course, for all of these strategies, it's just my personal experience, is that most of the time it will basically go up over the long run because a lot of the crypto projects are having smart contract plays. They are also having a store of value, right? And a lot of the gains that are being made from here, they are somewhat big as well over the long run, right? So if you're taking at Ethereum as a long run project, right, you can see that over a span of 90 days, right, let's say you were to purchase it at 1,005, right, right now it is about 3,000. So you almost 100% double your money, right, in terms of a span of 90 days, right? So there's one strategy, and always there will always be opportunities that looks like this, right, whereby it will drop, and it will drop, right? So as long as you've been buying the average down, right, over the long run, you will be up pretty significantly from that standpoint, right? Projects also like for example BNB, which I have been sharing for quite some time now, almost like 2-3 months back. So BNB as well has been doing a really good gains here, right? If you were to purchase it in February, which is about 50, and now in May it is about 650, so there is more than enough gains here, right? So of course for these strategies of buy and hold, make sure you pick the good and right projects, right, which have the good project team, the good use cases, etc. Because if you were to purchase not good projects, right, not so good projects, then the gains wouldn't look like this, right, as you may know. So usually for the buy and hold strategy, some of your gains can be like 20 to 50% per month, right? Depending on the project that you hold, right? And the time period that you have purchased. So for the second methods of making money in the crypto space is basically through looking through the altcoins. Altcoins in the sense of that it is smaller in terms of their market cap, right? And here are some ways that you can use to find for some of the altcoins, right? You can always look through like CoinGecko, or you can go through Telegram groups. There are altcoin Telegram groups as well, right? Checking on Twitter using the hashtag ALTS, right? There is also a space that you can gain and find some projects. Let me show you an example, right? Make sure to follow me on Twitter for those of you that have Twitter as well, right? So you can just hashtag alts, right? And a lot of the alts that people are talking about will be mentioned here, right? So you can basically look in terms of the projects here, right? To see what sort of things that people are talking about and dive in more from that standpoint, right? Another way you can do is from looking at CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. There are always recently added coins here, right? Having a look at some of these projects here, there will be always new listings of coins every day, right? So you can have a look at these coins, right? That's another method. Looking at PancakeSwap, if you're interacting with the decentralized apps, right? Then you can actually swap tokens from these standpoints because there are almost like so many pairs and so many coins, right? So you can just look through one by one here because some of the coins are not listed on the Binance or BlockFi or Coinbase exchange, right? Or so you can just purchase it and do the swap here, right? If you're unfamiliar of how to doing the swap, you can always go through my link. I have a sharing from here from my recent live session that I did, right? And also another place to spot for out gems is KuCoin. So from my experience, using some of the exchanges, there are plenty more exchanges out there, right? But this exchange is a really good exchange for you to explore, I would say, for medium-sized or very small cap coins, right? There are plenty of potential projects here. They are listed here, but probably not on Binance or Coinbase, for example, right? Okay, so that's my second point. And for altcoins, the returns that you can gains are something like from the 100% to up to 300% on average, right? Even more for certain projects as well, if you catch them early on. The third way for you to make money in crypto is basically the DeFi space, decentralized finance, right? So basically, it is, in a nutshell, it is basically allowing yourself to become a bank and lending out your crypto to different parties, right? Or earning interest in putting staking projects. So the third way for you to make money in crypto is basically to engage in the decentralized finance, DeFi space, right? By lending out your cryptos or even earning interest by providing liquidity in some of the platforms here. So I've actually covered some of these in my last live video on how to stake cake on PancakeSwap, PancakeBunny, and AutoFarm, for example, and how to transfer them out from your wallet. So you can check them out from my last live video. And this is the space that you can actually look. As you can see, there's like 74 billion of value locked. People have put money on decentralized finance, right? In the Ethereum, consider the Ethereum space, right? And inside the Binance Smart Chain space, there's like 47 billion, right? So if you add them up, 74, 47 is about 100 trillion, right? So it's a very big space here for the potential projects. So few ways you can earn from this staking, right? One, it is through, for example, lending, right? Giving out your cryptos on loans, right? Providing liquidity for the farms, like for example, this is an auto farm, for example, right? So providing liquidities for this type of farms, right? And you can see here the gains, the returns that you can get, right, on a yearly basis. And for sure, there are risks involved for certain projects as well, that I've explained in my last live video here, right? And the safer ones are the single token ones, right? Like IETH, IBTC, right? Or single tokens one like a cake that I show as well, right? So those single token ones without the LP are pretty much more safe, like this, or even stablecoin staking as well. As we know, stablecoin don't increase or drop in price, right? It usually stays around the 1 range for some of these. So on average, if you're staking on these platforms, you can get up to from 43, 20+%, right? 20% to up to almost 700%, as you can see here, right? So it really depends on how you want to play. And places to find new farms are like BSC scan for yield farms here, right? There are a lot of projects that are always being added. There are some rug pool, meaning some of the project owners run away with the money, right? So there's that risk in staking for this DeFi space, right? You also can use Farm Army and put in your wallet address, and you can check some of your returns, right? Some of the other more riskier farm, right? That offering like 7,000 APY per year, right? And things like that, right? So the returns here on average, you can go from like 20% to up to like 1,000% or even like 7,000%. But of course, all of this comes with their own set of risks, right? For this method of strategy. All right, and the other method for making money in crypto, the fourth method, is that through trading. I believe trading is something that we cannot escape in the crypto space, right? Buying and selling is one strategy, right? But if let's say you are buying it and using leverage trading with the right stop loss and take profit strategies, right, in place, understanding the charts, right, with the indicators, right, that's another important thing. So they can you can couple all these strategies and enter and sell on the market, right? Not only can you make money when the market is going up in trading futures, perpetuals, but you also can make money when it's going down, right? So that is the potential advantage of trading futures and perpetuals and options. But there's also risk. For example, there's a big drop, significant drop in the market, right? For example, here, let me just pull out the chart, right? So if let's say a big drop like this were to happen, right? If you do not set your stop losses in place or your strategies in place, then you will get liquidated, and all of your positions will be closed and go to zero. So there's a risk as well. So you can also make sure some of the indicators and tools to use, right, to see what are the top futures trader position here, right? Green is basically they are long, right? They are potentially looking it for going up. Red is they are potentially looking it to go down, right? Making sure some of the top futures, the funding rate, right, as well, which is charged to the future traders, right? Things like that on an 8-hourly basis, and also understanding some of the options expiry, which is a very important thing in future trading, right? Which is something that I've always been sharing in my Telegram groups, right? Some of the outlooks, right? So looking at here, there is a high activity on this red candle, meaning to say the price of Bitcoin, they are looking for it to push the price down, right? Some of the big institutional players, right? Or the big whales, we call it, big people with big monies, right? So things like that that you should pay attention for the future trading. So future trading, basically, you can make money as well. The gains and the losses are amplified, right, with leverage. So you can range up to like 30% as an optimistic figure, up to about 1,000%, depending on your trading strategy, right? So a little bit about what I'm doing right now in this current crypto space. So for me, because I'm a very risk, I'm controlling my risk in terms of my portfolio. So a big chunk of my portfolio is actually through the buy and hold strategy, right? About 50 to 60% are mostly the buy and hold strategy, right? And then I have about 15 to 20% in the altcoins, another 15% in staking the DeFi farm, and also about 5% in the futures play. So in that way, I'm just trying to explore so that I can share some of my findings and insights in this space, right? But essentially, if let's say you do not have time to do all these things, I would suggest you just do strategy number one, right? Buy and hold on good projects, right, over the long run, and make sure to dollar cost average and take some profits along the way, right? If let's say you are more safe, right? Take out your capital and let the profits ride. That's one strategy, right? Coupling two of these four ways to make method is a very good strategy, I would say, right? Maybe you can do but 80% of buy and hold, 20% chasing some altcoins, right, in your portfolio allocation, or maybe buying and hold and also staking some of your portfolio, right, as the yield farming. or maybe a combination of these four, right? So by doing this, I guess there are a lot of ways to make money, and the market is really huge for everybody to make money. So make sure you have put your strategies in place, right? And make sure that you have put your stop losses and also look this in the long run. All right. So that's just my four methods of methods that you can make money in the crypto market. Make sure you like and subscribe, right? For those of you that haven't been subscribed, and make sure to join my Telegram group as well. So I do provide some updates on a daily basis. All right, take care.